Gentlemen, today I'm going to tell you exactly how to model success without a role model. So a lot of us as men, we grew up, especially with dating, we grew up without a great role model. I love my dad. He's awesome. He didn't teach me a ton about how to talk to girls. He didn't. And that's fine because I was able to model success without having that in my life. And I had some role models online. I had some content creators to look up to, but when I was learning how to talk to women, when I was learning how to interact with them and be more attractive, I didn't actually have a ton of role models like you guys do today. And the problem is that most of your role models kind of suck and they're not actually getting the results that they say they are. And so what I want to talk about is how to model real success without role models. So even if you don't want to model me, you can model something else. So first of all, if you don't know who I am, I'm Timothy Brazil. I'm the founder and owner of Understanding Attraction, and our mission is to help men become more like men and become guys that are attractive to women for the rest of their lives. So you never have to worry about playing the game. So you never have to worry about, being this guy that you're not. And you can just sit back, relax, and focus on what really matters in your life, like your career, your fitness, your health, your personal life, instead of chasing women all day. And you can just be a guy that women are naturally attracted to. So that's the goal here. So what do you do when you model success? Well, it's one of these concepts that I got from a guy I look up to in business, Alex Hormozi. And he actually got it from Charlie Munger, who's a partner at Berkshire Hathaway with Warren Buffett. And what he talks about a lot is inverse thinking. The premise of inverse thinking is that when you are modeling success, you're figuring out what success is for you. First, you have to start with the vision. And I talk about this all the time. This is more of my thing. Like, you need to have a vision of excellence for everything in your life. And you need to know what that looks like. One of my newer clients, Trent, he's a guy that he's really struggled with relationships with women. And also, like, his career is not exactly where he wants to be. He owns a moving company. And he wants it to be moving furthermore. And he doesn't have the discipline and focus to make that happen. And a big reason is because he's in really good shape because he has a clear vision of what he wants to look like. He wants to look like an NFL running back. But he doesn't have a clear vision of what he wants in his finances. He doesn't have a clear vision of what he wants from his business and from the women that he's with. And so that's really important. It's like you need to have a vision first. So what does your life look like when you're successful, when you have all the results that you're actually looking for? Okay, that's number one. Number two, what is the opposite of that? What is the opposite of success? You need to figure out what success does not look like first, okay? So if you want to get a girlfriend, right? If you want to get a woman that really chases you and wants you for who you are and the man you've grown to be over the course of watching this channel, learning how to talk to women. If you want a woman that really loves you for that man you become, that strong winner that you become, then what would the guy that doesn't have that do? Okay? What would the guy that repels women like that do? Well, he would probably drink a lot of alcohol. He would probably stay up late every day playing video games. He probably wouldn't be disciplined. He probably would really indulge in instant gratification activities like watching porn or eating a ton of junk food or like drinking a ton of alcohol and like living for the weekend rather than working on his business that he wants to grow. He would probably lose focus, and every time a girl offered some sort of sex or intimacy, he would probably give up all of his values just to get that because he's so lonely and he's not okay with being alone. Like, he would probably do all these things, and you could keep going. You could keep listing off all the things that this kind of loser version of you would do. And if you're feeling attacked by this, it's just because you're doing more bad shit than good shit. Like, guys will get really butthurt in the comments. They'll get really butthurt when I'm, in the Facebook group that I linked down below, the Understanding Attraction Brotherhood. They'll get butthurt sometimes when I call out certain behaviors. And it's just because you don't want to admit you're doing bad shit. You don't want to admit that you're the reason that you haven't reached your goals yet. And it's okay for you to be the reason you haven't reached your goals, right? That's totally fine. But you just need to be aware of it, because if you're not aware of it, you can't stop it. You can't actually achieve your goals. And so that's the first step, or I guess the second step. So that's the second step, is what is the opposite of success? Okay. Now I want you to take that model of a shitty life, that worst case scenario, and I want you to flip that. Okay. So I want you to cut out the junk food. I want you to cut out the video games. I want you to cut out all the bad behaviors. And this is the hard part. This is the tricky part. You're gonna go, oh no, Tim, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. The video games, they let me escape from my real life. Oh no. And like, dude, that's just some pussy shit talking. I do the same thing. I would watch, when I was younger, I would watch self-development videos, and I'd be like, no, but I can't cut out video games. They give me my life. Oh, but I want to be an esports player. Oh, but like, dude, it's fine. Just like shut the fuck up and like do something that is healthy for you. Like, what happens if you cut out video games and you replace video games with training hard in the gym for a month? What's the worst thing that could happen? What's the worst thing that could happen? Answer that question. This is a really good way to build good habits. When you start building good habits, just start those habits with the intention of just like, I'm gonna do this for 6 months just cuz. And the reason this is awesome, and this is more of a side note, but discipline is a big thing I talk about on this channel. And something I got from Hamza on YouTube is discipline needs to be progressively overloaded, okay? So if you've ever been in the gym and you've heard people talk about progressive overload, it's just consistently leveling up the amount of energy and effort that it takes to like lift a certain weight. So like increasing weight over time so you get stronger. And so with discipline, you need to consistently increase challenges over time. You need to consistently do things you don't want to do over time to build discipline, okay? Or else your discipline will plateau. So like for me personally, that's why I've been meditating recently and I've been journaling, because those are things that I've never wanted to do. And so I'm like, I'm not doing it for the benefits. I know there are benefits. I know it's an awesome thing to do, but I'm not doing it for that. I'm literally doing it. And this is the only way I got started. I'm doing it so that I can practice doing things I don't want to do. And if you consistently practice things you don't want to do, you will have a consistently better life, okay? So start good habits. When you're implementing these good habits that, this winner version of you has when you're doing inverse thinking, when you're implementing these and you're cutting out the old habits, like think about like, I'm just gonna do this for 6 months just to see what happens, okay? Just to see. And when you do it just to see what happens, you're taking all the pressure off yourself. Like, yeah, I'm just, I'm on this planet for another 50, 60 years. Like, I'm just gonna not jerk off for 6 months and see what happens. It won't be the end of the world. I can go back to it later. I'm just gonna stop for the next 6 months just to see. And when you have that mindset going in, it's really fucking powerful, but you have to really mean it. So that's the power of inverse thinking. This is how personally I've gotten a lot of my clients to break out of their old loser behaviors and become men that they're really proud of, and attract women that are their future wives or girlfriends that give them all these amazing experiences that they can travel the world with, and that really love them for the men that they've grown into being. So if you like the video, like it down below, comment, let me know what you want to see next, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.